Hi, it's George Rinaldi in beautiful Carbondale, Pennsylvania, and good evening to everybody. And I appreciate you watching my videos. Wanted to say a thing or two more about Hurricane Lee. Right now, the impacts, if any, on the east coast of the United States remain uncertain. It's not completely out of the question. Some of the models have been shifting a little bit further to the west, but they're going to continue to change the model runs over the next several days, and we will be keeping an eye on that. There'll be plenty of time to warn coastal residents of any meteorological impacts. That being said, surf is going to start to increase along the U.S. East Coast over the weekend and early next week. And this is something that actually gets overlooked by a lot of people. And if you live in a coastal community that frequently gets tidal flooding and flooding from high surf, this is something you need to be aware of. And one area that I'm familiar with that I've visited several times is the North Carolina Outer Banks. That could become a major problem down there, especially Monday and Tuesday and onward from there. And it's pretty reasonable to expect overwash of Highway 12, which is the north-south highway that goes up and down Hatteras Island and then resumes on Ocracoke Island. Hatteras Island, parts of it are very, very narrow. It doesn't take much to overwash the highway at all. When that highway gets overwashed, you're stuck there. So if you're down there and you think you might have to leave, you might want to think about doing so before the road gets flooded out. In my opinion, and you can take this for what it's worth, I'm not a meteorologist. I don't have any formal meteorological training. The greatest threat to North America, meteorological threat to North America from Hurricane Lee, will be New England and more likely into the Canadian Maritime provinces. That's New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, and Prince Edward Island. And if you're in these areas, and I know I have some of my Canadian friends who watch my videos, you might want to start keeping an eye on this. And you Canadians can monitor products from the Canadian Hurricane Center, and they work very closely with the United States National Hurricane Center. And of course, they will be getting updates from them, and they will pass them on to you. And this is about a week off yet. Well, maybe a little bit less for some fringe impacts. So what I would advise is if you live in that area, um, yeah, New England, I would say Long Island up north because of the shape of the U.S. coastline. You might want to start watching the progress of Hurricane Lee. Ad-libbing these videos, so if I'm stammering and stuttering a little bit, I do apologize. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.